Hello everyone, this is Kenithia Gillum with KG Made It. I'm so glad to have you join me today for this pattern review. So today is November the 6th. Yes, if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing to the channel or following if you're on TikTok, and leave me a comment down below. I will continue to make videos on my sewing journey. I've been doing this for since 2017, I believe. So I've been doing it for a little while and I am enjoying it, and maybe you can enjoy it too and start sewing your own wardrobe as well. Now, if you're a return subscriber, thank you for always stopping by and being faithful and loyal to the channel. I really do appreciate it, you guys. I really do appreciate it. So let's get on with this pattern review. So this is my third time making this coat pattern. I have made it a while back, a few years ago, and I had made it out of a wool fabric that I got from Fabric Mart Fabrics. I no longer have that coat, but it turned out beautifully, and I wish I had it, but it turned out beautifully. And I remember having this coat pattern in my stash, and I was like, I need a simple, easy coat, so I decided to pull it out. So let's go over the pattern details. This is a NewLook pattern. It's NewLook 6585. This is what the pattern will look like. You may already have this in your stash, so go look through your stash to see if you already have this. Now, this pattern is sized for US extra small to extra large. That's the one that I have. I don't know if they go any bigger than that, but this is the one that I have. And it has 7 pieces in this pattern, which is not many at all. And what else? Okay, your fabric requirements is going to be, not requirements, I'm gonna say suggestions, because whatever you're putting on this pattern is always going to be a suggestion. You don't have to follow it exactly to the T, but the suggested fabrics are double face or reversible fabrics only, a double face fleece, a double face wool type, a fleece, a ponte, but it also lets you know that the wrong side of the fabric will show, and I will let you see how my wrong side show, and you can make your own decision whether you want that to show or not. It's really up to you. And it says allow extra fabric for matching plaits or stripes. I did do that, and I could go into details when we get there. What else? So it comes in 3 lengths. I have made, I believe, view C and view B. I have not made view A because I'm 5'2", and that coat would be entirely too long on me. But if you are taller than me, then view A, which is the longest right here, and which is what the model is wearing up here, you may want that pattern. But I did view B and view C. But on this right here, both of these are view C because I want something kind of short, nothing long. I would probably go back and do a view B later on, but I did view C. And with this, you have 2 pocket options. Now, I only did 1 pocket option, but you have 2 pocket options. The first pocket option is what the just like the regular square pocket, patch pockets that you're just going to see right here. So these are the regular patch pockets. And then if you look closely on view C, it doesn't show it on the back. They have like side kind of weird shaped pockets right there. So you have those, and I may put that on my next coat that I make, but you have that option too. It comes with a hood, which I absolutely love, because sometimes you guys been up here in the mountains, this wind be getting to your ears, and this hood really comes in handy. Now, this coat is an oversized coat. It's not fitted. It's not meant to be tied with a belt. It reminds you of a coatigan. So it's like a coat and a cardigan mashed together, basically. This is exactly what that is. And except for you can use this with heavier material. It don't have any closures, which is what I love about it, and which is what made this a quick and easy sew. You don't need a whole lot to sew this pattern up. So I'm going to show you the versions that I have tried. And like I said, it's really simple, really easy, but let me show you how the pieces look when you get it. So here's your pieces right here. And this is that weird pocket shape that I was telling you about right here. Here's your pocket right there. So you do have that option too, but I did the one like this that goes in on the side like a patch pocket. And I do like that, so yes. So the hood, I'm gonna tell you, that's my favorite part, because I believe the hood and the how it's put together to form the front, which make this a very easy and beginner-friendly pattern. And that's what I'm going to put on this title, a beginner-friendly coat pattern, because it's very simple, very easy. So you're going to cut 2 pieces of these right here. This hood part, And these two pieces is what's going to form your front part. And then you have number 2 is going to be your back portion. And then you have your top sleeve. I think you call it like a front sleeve and a back sleeve, which is 3 and 4. So I'm telling you, this is real simple, real easy to sew. But here's the one that I made out of throws that I got from Marshall's. I picked up 2 throws that I felt like could go together pretty decently, like a patchwork type thing. And one of them was or is reversible, and the other one just is not. But this is how the inside of the sleeve looks like. It's still very nice. So this is why I say you be a judge. You be the judge if you want the wrong side to show, because I think it depends on your fabric. So it really just depends on your fabric. But I picked up this throw, and this is what I use to make the sleeves out of. So I have my front and my bottom sleeve out of this, and then my top and my bottom sleeve out of that. And then I use this throw right here to make the hood and the back part of this coat. And I think it turned out great. But your hood, like I said, you put 2 pieces together. So what you're going to do is, I could do a sew along with this, but I don't feel like doing it recording. But you're going to cut your back piece. So here's your back piece right here. Your back piece is, the top part is cut to right here. So you have your back piece, and then you're going to add your back sleeves on. And then after you add your back sleeves on, you're going to add your front sleeves on. And then you're going to add your hood on. And your hood, once you sew the 2 pieces together, it just goes around your coat, you guys. Look, it's so simple, so easy. It's just formed around your coat. And this is your seam right here. Very simple, very easy. And I like this fabric right here because this is a reversible throw. So when it does fly open, you can see this side right here, which you have seen in the video. So I do like that option right here. I could have did a trim, but this fabric is very thick. It's thicker than my Sherpa fabric. So I could not add a trim up here because it just would have been too thick, too bulky. So I decided to leave it like this, which is fine. It looks great. But it's very nice, you guys. I'm telling you, you have to try it. It's a very easy pattern, easy, friendly, beginner friendly pattern. You have to try it. But and I just serged my insides together. Now because my fabric is super thick, I couldn't serge it like as sewing it. I had to go and finish everything first and then go and sew the pieces together because it would have been too thick to go up under my serging. Now I am going to warn you that if you do have a fabric that is this thick, you may want to use a walking foot if you have one. I don't have one. This bad boy right here, you know, it took it really did. But I am going to order me a walking foot because I realized I did struggle because I had to sew and then I had to pull to get it to go through up under the presser foot. So I think a walking foot will benefit you if you do try to sew this up in a thick fabric. But this is very easy, very simple. I love the way it looked. I finished mine with a serger. Now, I will say the next time I go and make this, I want to make it out of a wool, like a really nice wool. And I will probably bind all of my seams just so I won't have this look right here. It's not a bad look. So if you're just looking for a quick coat, that's fine. But if you want to do it out of some fancy fabric like a wool, I'm going to highly suggest and highly recommend that you finish it off either with French seams or you finish it off with bias binding. You bind your seams up so you don't see this part. But other than that, it looks good on the inside. It looks fine. You know, it's just like this. I left my seam allowance because this is a coat that I'm actually selling. If someone wants to purchase it, if nobody purchased it by the end of the year, I'm actually just gonna keep it, to be honest. But yeah, it looks really good. You saw the pictures of it, and I really do like it. And this is a very warm fabric, so it has to be really cold in order for anybody to wear this. So it's a very warm fabric, but I do love the way that it turned out. Then I made it again. This time I made it out of the Sherpa fabric because I needed a coat for work. Excuse me. I needed a coat for work, and I didn't want anything expensive because, you know, I'm a toddler teacher, 1 and 2's teacher. So I didn't want anything expensive because we outside, I got snot, and kids, you know, they have injuries and bleeding and all that other stuff. So I wanted just a nice coat, something to throw on, no closure. And I needed something with pockets because tissues, wipes, radio, pen, you name it, it goes in my pocket. So I just needed something simple. So I had this Sherpa that I had picked up from Joann's right before they closed. I got it for a good price. I think I got 4 or 5 yards of this. and that's what I used to make this coat. It was simple to match everything up. Very simple. Like, I didn't even try, to be honest. But I matched everything up pretty decently. And this is the pocket right here, so that's off. But the coat itself is matched up. It's lined up pretty decently. So, but it turned out good. It turned out really good. This sharper, now this is not all that thick. This is thinner than that fabric back there. This is a little thinner, so this would have put on my sewing machine a little bit easier, which is why I said I'm gonna take this part, in which I just turned it over once and turn it over again. I'm gonna stitch that down this weekend, but it turned out great. So you see the video of this with me on me, and I really like it. I love this right here. It's nice, it's cozy. I have not worn it to work yet because the last 2 days been kind of warm, like in the upper 50s here, and upper 60s by the time you leave. You know, get throughout your day. In the morning it's cold, but by the time you get the right day, it's warm. So I haven't worn it, but I am going to wear it probably next week because it's supposed to be down in the 20s when I leave home in the morning. But this coat is very nice. It's not super heavy or anything like that, and I just love it. I love everything about it. I love everything about it. I love the pockets because I have to have the good pockets to it. I love the way that this feels. I do need to. I probably will dry it. I put it in a wash and then dry it because, you know, this stuff is messy. So I was putting it through my serger and it just left all the fluffy stuff everywhere. But it's messy. That's why I haven't worn it, because it, you know, get my clothes linen. So I probably just wash it and put it in the dryer and let it try all that stuff fall off of it. But yeah, this turned out great. I really like this coat right here. Like I said, this is my personal coat, not selling this one, but it turned out good. I'm very proud of how it turned out, and I did not put my name tag in this one, like my label, so I need to go back and do that. But yeah, simple, quick make. This didn't take long. I cut it out and sewed it in one day within a few hours. I think maybe 2.5, 3 hours. It don't take long at all. Like I said, I did struggle a little bit with the other one going from the sewing machine and the serger actually, so it took me a little bit longer. But you have a walking foot, use your walking foot. Please use your walking foot. And I did change, I think I changed out needles too, because after sewing something like this thick, you need to change out your needles. But yeah, super easy pattern. I highly recommend, if you are a beginner to it, coat making, to try this one. It has no closures, no zips, no nothing. You just simply need a thread and your fabric, and that's it. You don't need no interfacing. You don't need any of that. That's it. You don't need any of that. You don't even have to have your serger. You can finish it off a different way. Do some zigzag stitches or double fold it if you can. But having a serger will help you finish off your raw edges. If not, I don't know if you, I think you can do French seams depending on your type of fabric, but this is kind of thick, so you may want something a little thinner. But great pattern. I highly recommend you to do it. I'm pretty sure once you make one, you're going to go back and make another one. Remember, this coat is oversized. I have a size large. My next one, I'm probably going to cut it down to a size medium because it's really big. It's huge. I wear a large anyway, but that is huge coat. So I think a medium would do me some justice next time. But yeah, go pick this pattern up if you don't have it, or go look in your stash and get it and go ahead and sew a couple of coats up. I think this is a great coatigan. I'm going to call it a coatigan because it's not really a coat. It's a coatigan. It's like a coat with a cardigan mixed together, and they had a baby. So pretty much that's what it is. Okay, let me know what you think down in the comments. Have you tried it? Will you try it? And if you do, I would love to see it. Go ahead and post a video about it, and so I can get some inspiration from you, and others can too. Okay, I'll see you in the next video, and have a fantastic Thursday. Bye.